Gorgeous, it's Adele from Get Gorgeous. Being bored is really good for your health. Now, this isn't any spurious research. This has come out of Cambridge University, and they've looked at the scan of the brain and proved that being bored is good for your health. How about that? So this MRI scan that Cambridge University did looked at the way that we process parts of our information in our brain. So the MRI scan pieced together that you are quite quiet in one part of your brain, and then when you're bored, another part of your brain is highly active. And the suggestion is that you're piecing together the world. It is a valuable processing tool, being bored. And it's cataloguing new information. It's bringing in new information into your life and helping you to catalogue it. So they observed this through scanning various people, and they looked at how the brain is highly active when we are bored. So the conclusion is that good health is really part and process of good health is being bored, especially when you're stressed. So stress in our culture is prevalent. Things like repetitive thoughts, going over and over things in your brain. Sudden rushes of anger, symptom of stress. And worrying about things, another symptom of stress. Going over the same thought over and over again, going over the same argument is a symptom of stress. Irritable. Being irritable with your friends and your loved ones is a symptom of stress, and affecting your sleep is all stress. Stress is taking over our lives. So this new research about boredom is really interesting. And the scan was looking at people, they were giving them a task to do. They were teaching them how to play a new card game. So they noticed that the brain activity was highly active when they were learning something new, what you would expect. But once they understood the card game and they started to just play it, that part of the brain closed down, and another part of the brain started to become really effective and active. And it wasn't part of that card playing activity, something else was going on. They were getting bored. They were playing the game over and over again, and they were getting bored. And they found that being bored takes as much effort and activity in the brain as actually doing something. So whilst you're not active, whilst you're not learning, you are actually very active in the background, and it's coming out at specific areas in the brain. Specific tasks are being allowed to process. So being bored is not actually doing nothing, it is thinking. And they attributed this to creativity. You are much more creative when you allow yourself time to be bored. You are allowing your body and your mind to process what's going on around you and within you, all the different things that you take on board during the day. Periods of inactivity is incredibly valuable behaviour. It is creative behaviour, it is processing behaviour, and interestingly, it increases your productivity. They have done work in refugee camps when forced boredom has led to all sorts of activity, but what it did bring out was this huge entrepreneurial activity. Enforced boredom actually made people much more productive and entrepreneurial. They had to do something and they went off and became much more productive. So it does give you time and space to think. But being bored now is culturally counterintuitive. It's countercultural. We don't like being bored. In fact, we like to look busy. I couldn't wait to get my first iPhone. Look at me. Look at how busy I am. Look how important I am. I'm doing busyness. I'm doing work. And then my laptop. Oh, look at me in a coffee shop. I'm so busy. It's cultural to look busy. And some research is saying that we're looking at our phone 9 times a day. I reckon it's more than that. Looking on your phone for all sorts of things, looking busy. It's culturally intuitive now to look busy. And yet it's creating much more stress. The technology is out there and it's pushing us harder and faster. We're doing more. It's making that work ethic seem as if it's a thing to work towards. Now, Socrates, the Greek, believed that actually being creative and considering what we were doing was much more intelligent. The Romans spent time debating whether we should be contemplating or whether we should be active. And yet, over the last 500 years, what's happened? The Protestant work ethic. This ethic that we need to work. We need to be seen to be working all the time. Being idle is sinful. So working is really important to our culture. So let's buck the culture. Let's buck society. Let's spend more time being bored. Now, I am quite left brain thinking. I do like to be practical. Right brain thinking is your creative thinking. So how can we bring creative thinking into our everyday? Well, that's what I'd like to show you now. I've got 10 things that you can do that won't add more difficulty to your day. It will enhance your day. Sound good? Ready for more? So the first one is watch nature. Now, if you've watched my Instagram posts, you know I'm a big nature girl. I might not understand it. I might not know what the trees, the plants, or the birds are called, or what types and varieties, but I do appreciate it. Getting outside, being with nature, doing that as much as you can is going to help your productivity and your creativity. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure in the simple things in life. That's the Buddhist mantra, isn't it? So if you're doing the washing up, if you're peeling the spuds, take pleasure and notice what you're doing. If you're outside, feel the wind, feel the rain on your face. Be in tune with what you're doing right now. Ladies, we do not multitask. We think we do, but we don't. Single task. One thing at a time, and we will be much more creative, focused and productive. Single task. Breathe. Take time in your day to breathe. All you need to do. That's tip number 4. Number 5, do less. Create space around your appointments. Take the time during your day to create space. Focus on what's really important to you. What do you need to be doing? What's your MIT, your most important task? And then everything else, let it go. Go outside, breathe and have some fresh air. Be present. Number 6, be present in the present moment. What you're doing right now, be aware. Awaken your senses, your hearing, your sight. What does it taste like to drink that cup of tea? Be aware of how you're feeling. Enhance your senses. It's magic. It really is. It will make you calmer. Your whole nervous system will go, huh. When you're chatting to people, focus on them. Don't be too ready to jump in with your observation, however clever and insightful it is. I'm sure it is. Just focus on that person, what they are saying to you. It's a wonderful way of encouraging your creativity, your understanding of the world around you. And you know this is going to come in. I'm a nutritionist. This is bound to come up. Number 9, eat slower. Masticate. Chew. Chew things well and take your time. Number 10, drive slower. Drive slower, be bored, enjoy the journey, save some petrol, okay? So the University of Cambridge is telling us that being bored is a necessity. It's an important part of our health. It stimulates your creativity. It will encourage your productivity. It will help you to process. Important parts of your brain are active when you are inactive. So be bored. That is my message for your health. Be healthy, be happy, be gorgeous. I'll see you soon. Take care.